At least I assume he can. I mean, that's my idea. Um, I think this is the best compromise for peace.
Compromise? Yes, I suppose the Landsmeet would like the sound of that. All right, you've convinced me. If it comes to that, I'll agree to marry her. Make her help us all. Go and tell her, if you think it's a good idea. Me? I think I need a drink. Or 10.
Well, the guy does want to serve his country, so... And you can tell how important it is for him.
Well, have you spoken to my lucky betrothed yet? Or will we be reduced to passing notes?
He's agreed to your terms.
He has? I wasn't expecting that, to tell you the truth. To marry Kaelin's brother. Well, I suppose stranger things have happened. If it will truly help matters... Is this it then? I agree to marry Alistair to retain my throne, and in exchange I give you my support. If not, then tell me now.
Yeah, marry Alistair, and you have my support.
Done. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
I have some questions.
Ask me whatever you like.
Does it make you uncomfortable signing against your father?
Of course it does. Do you think me heartless?
Yes.
But how much worse would I be to calmly stay at the side of a man who murdered my husband?
I met with Kaelin at Ostear. He was a good man.
He was, and far happier in the field than in the throne room. He was reckless, impetuous, and charming. Had he not been king, he would have made a dashing rogue for a band of players. We were a good pairing. He would not have wanted the burden of ruling any more than I would have liked to remain the silent wife in my husband's shadow.
Yeah. Why did Loghain leave Kaelin to die? Do you know?
Kaelin was so idealistic. The world was his storybook, and he was the hero. My father is different. He's an idealist too, but he knows what idealism costs. They often clashed, but never seriously, never for long. Kaelin would always come round to Father's way of thinking eventually. And then the Blight came. Kaelin dreamed of uniting all the nations of Thedas against the Darkspawn. It was a dream. He wouldn't surrender. What my father saw, however, was the boy he had swaddled inviting Orlesian troops back into the land he had fought to free of them. And for once, my poor, foolish husband wouldn't back down.
Yeah, we should tell people what really happened to Kaelin.
They would not believe it, most of them, even from my lips. Loghain is the hero they've looked up to their whole lives. Far easier to believe you or me a liar than him a murderer and tyrant. That's why it will be critical to find some way to discredit him before the Landsmeet. We must have proof of my father's crimes for the bands, or they will never believe us.
Another question.
Ask me whatever you like.
I'd like to understand Loghain better, if possible.
Well, he was once a farmer when he was a boy, if you can believe it. I never could myself.
No.
He was useless with plants, for one thing. I remember my mother once asking his help with a sick rose vine. My mother oversaw the rose gardens personally. He touched it. No more than that. And it shed half its leaves like a dog with mange. She never asked for him to help with her roses again. He bought her another one, though. He carried it back from Denerim with the branches overflowing his saddlebag. Despite the thorns tearing him bloody, he wouldn't let anyone else take it. He wanted to be the one to present it to her. My father has his faults, Warden, but he is far from common.
Is he truly beyond reason? Yeah, why would he ever have trusted Earl Howe? Because that I don't get.
Trust would perhaps be putting it too strongly. My father knew what How was, and while I despised the man, I knew that father relied on his political mind. I expect my father thought himself above being influenced by the snake. Truly, I wonder how many of these acts stemmed from How and not my father at all. We may never know.
Did he plan on overthrowing Kalon before Ostagar?
I'm not sure. I had no inkling of my father's plans until Kalon was already dead. I would like to think that my father planned for the worst, but did not truly decide that Kalon was a lost cause until that moment in Ostagar. The alternative is difficult to imagine.
So why doesn't Loghain back down?
Because he believes he is right, Warden. He thinks he is the only one who can see Ferelden out of its current crisis, even if it is one he helped engineer. My father is capable of remarkable blindness, but it stems from his love of Ferelden. That is the saddest part of all, I think.
Yeah, agreed. So another question.
Ask me whatever you like.
What do you think will happen after the Landsmeet?
Do you want me to try my luck at fortune-telling?
Yes.
There was an old woman who read palms in the village of Gwarren when I was a child. She told me that I would have 10 children and be bald as a winter heath when I grew up. I can't say I put much faith in foretelling. What will happen depends much on you, Warden. But you certainly knew that already.
I should go.
Then I wish you luck, Warden.
Likewise. Alright. And on that bombshell, I am gonna end the set. Standing in between of these two guys who are going to play an important role in the upcoming set. And yeah, next set we'll actually go to the Landsmeet and play the political game and see what happens after that. It will be an interesting set for sure. For sure. Yeah, I'm just really looking forward to it. You know, I kind of just want to keep going, but I know I don't have the disk space. Plus, you know, it is late in the morning at this point, so yeah. Plus, I'm getting tired, honestly. So yeah, gotta call it here. And this is basically the perfect moment because I could not go into the Landsmeet and then stop it there somewhere. Hell, I don't think you could even. So it is quite an event. Obviously, it, you know, it really depends. It really, yeah. I don't know if I've convinced enough nobles to, you know, help our cause. See if it will be enough or not, and you know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Plus, I'll, you know, if I think of it, because I often forget, I'll try and find that Warden cache that Riordan told us about. I'll see if that is on the city map or not. So, actually, can that... I want the world map. He said it was just north of the Pearl, right? That's what I think it said. But, yeah, I'll go check on that. I'll go check on that. Alistair, why did you suddenly just turn around? Did you no longer want to look at the camera? He's shy, I guess. But yeah, next set will be very interesting. So for now, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'll see you guys next time. See you, dudes.